Today I adopted this puppy, newest member of the family. Any suggestions for a name? This user did not just adopt this dog. This dog is called Ned. Ned has an Instagram account and was featured on @dogrates in September of 2022. The image used here dates back to January of 2022 in comparison by the Instagram account. Found some bozo lying about being a Roblox veteran. 2023 Roblox players. Just did some old Roblox games with dumb-looking eggs. 2017 Roblox players. I miss old Roblox so much. You joined in 2018. Proof here. Next time you try to lie about being an OG, try not to link your group in your bio. Morally superior person leaves review on Oddity Shop without even asking owners about the sources of their animal products. 2 out of 5 stars. Store is really cool and unique. However, this place is full of clearly farmed furs and other animal products. Lots. Simply won't ever put money into a place that supports this, so it's a shame. Ditch the unnecessary furs and animal products. It's reading very careless, cruel, outdated, greedy, and irresponsible. Shopping local is important, but so is making responsible choices. I'm sorry that you didn't take the time to ask our staff how our furs are obtained. If you would have known that furs come ethically sourced or are roadkill, not farmed. It's really unfortunate when close-minded individuals automatically assume how things are without taking the time to ask the proper questions. I appreciate your business, but next time you might want to take a step back and ask questions before accusing or falsely making statements that are incorrect. This guy pretending he took the picture. I drink coffee with frogs, and how is your morning going? Seriously? This photo is floating already 10 years over the internet. Sure, OP. Sure. A local political candidate forgot to change accounts before thanking himself. Thank you so much, blank, and thank you for all you do. I am horrified by some of the slanderous things your opponent allows to be said about you, and look forward to coming to visit your store. You certainly have been a blessing to me this year, and you certainly have my vote. Take good care, good luck, and thank you again. Wait. Are you thanking yourself in the third person? How do you get called out by Ice Spice? Ice Spice was magnificent for this. Nah, to be honest, she's average and mid. I don't get the hype. Yet you follow me and have my post notifications on. Interesting. Not even Apple design is safe. Trying to book a moving truck. Same dates, same times, same pickup and drop-off locations. Twice the price on the laptop. You stole this post. Quit your Realistically, it's probably because they've got cookies on their PC that they don't have on their phone, which tracks their usage, making them think they can price gouge you. Uber does something similar. The more you use them, they start gradually upping the cost. Usually it's the other way around, honestly. Mobile prices are oftentimes higher because people tend to impulse/instant buy on phones more than on desktop devices. That should be illegal. I found this kitty in the sewer next to my house. What shall I name it? No, you didn't. Image is from this website. Love hitting him with the no, you didn't. I love sketching egghead portraits. This picture is AI generated. I'm telling you, man, I have a sixth sense. I can just tell with it. In this drawing, you can find figures melting into each other and nonsensical lines and patterns, i.e. the lines on the something, the braids not matching each other. Blank are giveaways of AI generated images. All it takes is a simple image search. All of my art. Dude, you really didn't just post the damn box art for Halo 4 and call it your art. Never thought I would post here, but I found this community notes moment and I just had to share it. All this because she got fired and wanted to grab her belongings. Police reported that the fight arose over a dispute about espresso shots. The woman was fired because of the fight, not before it. The real facepalm here is the misspelling of espresso. In my opinion, anyone who uses espresso, escape, or nuclear is instant untrustworthy, especially community note. OP thinks no one knows how nuggets are made. These great value Walmart chicken nuggets. Oh god, great value chicken nuggets? Oh no. I'm sorry, but the batter formed around something. The chicken piece doesn't just get injected in a ball of batter. Very sus. For real. Probably removed the chicken piece and took the photo after. Anything is possible on the internet. Karma / fake posting is a mental disease. Guy purposefully being misleading about MPG of trucks. Yeah, but the point still stands. A lot of micro trucks aren't designed to be fuel efficient either. They're designed to be cheap and easy to fix, i.e. a lot of them still use carbs instead of EFI because it's cheaper and they don't need to worry about emissions or performance. In real life conditions, they normally get around 30 mpg, less than most other cars on the road. It's a bit disappointing considering some of the other sacrifices in speed, comfort, safety, etc. A lot of people get around 22 mpg in micro trucks when just putting around town, barely better than the big truck in the picture. They have their place for last mile deliveries, and they could be so much better if modernized, but they aren't going to magically fix everything under the current design optimization of cost above all else. Hey, quit the bullshit, man. The link goes to a website called Fuely. It's a crowdsourced information site that gathers real-world MPG information from users going from 2001 all the way to the brand new 2024 model year, no yearly average of all the models submitted for a single model year. For Chevy Silverado 2500 HD has topped 14 MPG. The highest model year average is 13.9 MPG. So 1 star for basically no reason. Very disappointed. Many calls, emails, and text messages were made before we were finally able to talk to someone about making an appointment. I was very clear when booking that we had a Groupon to redeem. We showed 10 minutes before our scheduled time and was told that our appointment wasn't on the books. After showing the messenger thread in which the appointment was made, we were told that Groupons were not being honored and that I would have to contact Groupon for my refund. Groupon will not refund, only give a credit. We were actually not taking any more bookings until December 31st. Staff was being nice and let you book. You were not charged and sent us a message saying thank you and that you in fact had received your refund from Groupon. Please only post honest reviews. We strive to create a fun environment. Inaccurate posts can be misleading. Best. I find it interesting that just because a business responds to a bad review, people automatically assume that the OP is the bullshit when the business owner could just as easily be full of crap. But I suppose that's exactly what they're counting on. They didn't even deny the part about canceling her appointment without telling her. Like, nice to make the appointment if that's what they did, but it sounds like they just didn't honor the appointment and she had to get a refund from Groupon. An HVAC company near my area, mostly 5-star reviews. 1 out of 5 stars, do not go near that company. I called with a no heat issue and they set an appointment for 2 days later. I mentioned I might have someone else do the call since the temperature is so cold in the house. They texted me after my issue was fixed to say their tech was on the way, and when I canceled the appointment, they texted me that they will be billing me $169. I called and spoke to some Alexis person who is super rude and still kept on repeating they'll be billing me for a service that they never completed. She also refused to send the tech to complete the service call if they're billing for it anyway. I would like to clarify the misinformation in your review. You scheduled an appointment for 8 to 10 o'clock a.m. service and canceled the appointment at 8:26 a.m. as our technician was on the way to your home. You could have easily notified us when you scheduled another company to service you sooner, and this all could have been avoided. Instead, you occupied a spot on our schedule and didn't have the courtesy to call and cancel in a timely manner. Alexis, who is anything but rude, agreed to waive the cancellation fee prior to you leaving this review, yet you still found the need to mislead other potential customers and leave us a negative review, which speaks volumes to your character. All the best, Jason. Pathological liar caught repeatedly posting contradictory claims. I made a video about him a few years ago and he used it to try and make himself famous. Had his followers send me death threats and everything. I had to delete all my social media for a while because he found my address and started sending me letters. It was fucking terrifying. Sounds like a tall story. Checks comment history. Full of tall stories. Edit. They're divorced, currently married 5 hours ago, in a relationship but not yet married an hour ago, single 24 minutes ago, not a virgin 1 day ago, a virgin 22 hours ago. TLDR, they're a pathological liar. More, they're 30 years old 2 days ago, they're 25 years old 11 days ago. I had to check after reading this and every one of their comments is a bullshit story. I particularly like the one about how their bananas went from green to black on the 5-minute drive home from Tesco. Pro tip, if you're gonna run ads for your bullshit trading website, don't use stock images that appear on the first page of Google. Thank you, Kamala, 46K in 2 weeks. Any testimonials from former clients of yours? Yes, all on my page. Kamala used my toilet and didn't flush, left my kids terrified. I don't know, man, this doesn't look particularly positive. Huh? This is why people like you remain poor, because of your low thinking, idiot. You're the one using fake images. TikToker replied to himself in the comments. I respect the son slapping him because he's being so mean to him and being always sarcastic to him and not caring about his feelings. He deserved it. Lol, I agree. You replied to yourself. Thank God for community notes. ASAP will not stay the off this girl. Rihanna expecting again. This photo is from June of 2023, where the couple was in attendance of a Louis Vuitton fashion show in Paris, France. ASAP Rocky nor Rihanna have made no official announcement of third pregnancy. How do you get called out by both Twitter and the artist? Just made this video. Let me know what you think. This video was created by Joe Cat and posted to their channel on the 3rd of April, 2021. Hey, glad you enjoyed the video, but I'm actually the one who made it. Thanks though. This person DM'd me to buy an art commission from me and insisted on paying $200 right away without even letting me tell them my prices. Of course it was a scam. I just sent you the payment. Have you received the confirmation email from PayPal? The money has been deducted from my account. Kindly check your PayPal email address. Check your spam folder too. The last email I received from PayPal got held in my spam folder and I couldn't see it earlier, so check your spam folder too, okay? This looks way too suspicious. The images don't even load. The layout is different from real PayPal messages. The email is not the real PayPal email. They don't even use Gmail. And it got to the spam folder, something that never happens, and yet you told me beforehand to check the spam folder because you knew it was going to happen, despite this supposedly being a normal transaction. Plus, I've already received bigger amounts than this and never got an email telling me to check my limit. I'm not dumb. You have been reported. Don't tell them exactly what they did wrong, for f***'s sake. They're just going to fix their scam and make it look more believable. A bootleg apparel business gets called out blatantly ripping off the San Antonio Spurs trademarks, but to them it's okay because they claim, without proof, that their proceeds go to charity. Gets called out. This troll thinks I'm in it for the money. He doesn't know that I make little to no profit. He also doesn't know that I donate whatever profits I do get to either Spurs Give or Uvalde. Frankly, he doesn't know shit. Prove it. We are now several hours into this conversation, and this is the first time you've brought this up, even though I brought it up that you're a business from the very start. That would be something for you to clarify immediately, so if you're a charity, then prove it. It's none of your business. Wrong. If you claim your business proceeds go to a special cause, then you have to substantiate this claim. There are laws around deceptive marketing for a reason, so let's throw that on the pile. So far we have trademark infringement and now deceptive marketing. What else? Martial arts owner destroys this woman in this Google Maps review. 1 out of 5 stars. This dojo lacks integrity, unlike what it states on their website. They choose to show favoritism and bullying instead. They like to single out a select few of students that are not qualified to teach the class and push them to have biased opinions of their peers, though every student works hard. If a certain student doesn't fit the narrative, then they are singled out. My child went there several years, and when his priorities changed, he was shunned by the owner and others followed suit. Blank only focuses on the money making aspect of business, and the kids suffer for it. This would be insulting if I didn't find it humorous. Your son had a history of not working hard, as you say all students did. When receiving private lessons from Blank, she suggested to discontinue them because of his lack of effort was wasting your money. Obviously all about the money. Then later he joined the competition team, and after a time I suggested the same. Again, all about the money. And the uniform you bought for the comp team was at wholesale plus shipping. Again, I'm just about the money. While we're talking about the team, your family was only interested in your son's events, and then you wanted to leave. The team would come cheer him on, but the return wasn't given except for one time after I mentioned something, and then your family sat in the stands not at all cheering on the team. We invited your family several times to eat with the team after the tournament, and you went once, then your ex said you didn't want to eat with the rest of us. As for the shunning accusation, it started when receiving his brown belt when Blank explained to him the expectations will now be higher and harder work was needed. His response to her was, "No, I'm not doing that." We Blank would try to help him while sparring. He wouldn't listen and would just stare at Blank, so Blank wasn't going to waste time when others in the room appreciated the instruction. Then with the adult class, it was more of the same. Instruction would be given, minimal effort was given. With a room full of students, I'm not wasting my time on the ones that don't want to give me their effort. As for the accusation of a child teaching a class that is incorrect, a child has never led a class that I am aware of. I do, however, have a leadership class that kids learn how to instruct and be leaders. They may lead a warm-up drill on occasion and assist the main instructor, but that is all I will allow, which is something he himself could have started doing. As for my focus on money, entirely incorrect. I charge for lessons, we don't do contracts, we don't do upgrades, and I don't nickel and dime the client base as many schools do. God damn, dude wrote a novel just exposing this person. Yeah, don't try to talk businesses, they will get you. I bet that the kid's name is Caden or some variation of it. Cadley. Christadelphian meeting room. Bible address every Sunday. Evolution is a lie. If you have evidence to disprove evolution, then write it down, get it peer-reviewed, and collect your Nobel Prize. Wannabe mysterious OP gets called out. The tablet I found in the ruins of a church near the underground city. Normally I wasn't going to share this, I only sent it to a few archaeologists who DM'd me, but I'm sharing it here. I found this tablet in January 2021 in front of the ruins of the church before I found the hole. Why are we still doing this after the last post was removed? You changed your story dozens of times in the prior post about this. You went from not offering any sort of evidence and being very, very firm on not trusting anyone here for whatever stupid reason, only to trickle out nonsense because you need to earn points this way. You've been posting fake stuff on Fringe subs for a bit too long for me to buy any of this when you refuse to elaborate with consistency and without expecting immediate credulity. I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but holy shit, are people that do this annoying. You're openly being rude as to the people who want to believe in strangeness around the world. So I guess sorry for the disrespect, but I don't think you deserve it in this situation. I'd suggest r/ARG if you're looking to pretend to be doing something to this extent. Who knows, could go somewhere cool. It has the groundwork to keep people interested, but this is some straight up nonsense in reality. My kids tried to cook. I am no longer a parent. I'm turning myself in. This is clearly poop from a butt. Why do people steal posts and pictures and pretend that they did it? Made some mole verde for breakfast, added some queso fresco after, and it was perfect. Top comment has more karma than the post. Keeping trucks running for warmth. That is a stupid f***ing idea. The trucks weren't actually running. The caption was added later. And if they were running, that's dangerous as fuck. There's a risk for carbon monoxide poisoning, which can potentially kill you. I wouldn't even count that as a risk. That's just carbon monoxide poisoning. It's not a risk if it's a certainty, right? Finally got one. How did we get here? The Satanic Temple dedicating largest satanic gathering in history to Boston mayor will require masks. Posting corporate news channel tweets to conspiracy? I don't know how we got here. Oof, did you forget to change to alt? Quit your bullshit. Bro almost made it. Hey, nice, it's the Mando, the Razor Crest, Star Wars, I love it. Add shaders and you're getting into top 3. What shader are you thinking I should use? Makeup ultra fast. In my opinion, it ain't that laggy and it's kinda good. Okay, I will. Are the builds yours? So the Rebel Outpost is from a mod, but I built the Razor Crest. And nope, for real? The Outpost is from structures I built for Trep's add-on. Stupid ass DoorDasher put f***ing bacon on my sandwich, and these the MFs you think I'm going to tip regardless? Dude should be homeless. He can't follow a basic fucking order that you read off your phone. Reader's added context, the DoorDasher does not make the order. BMI bullshit. The BMI doesn't indicate what levels of fat and muscle mass you have. That's why conclusions based off BMI have been called misleading. My sister was a 5'9", 140-pound athlete with a J-Lo booty. She was considered obese by the BMI scale because she had a lot of muscle mass. 5'9" and 140 pounds would have a BMI of 20.7. For context, 25 is overweight and 30 is obese. BMI calculates weight-height ratio. This guy just say that his sister has a J-Lo booty? Hey, step bro. OP begging for attention. I inherited $100 million. I am so bored. What should I do with myself? That's interesting, because on November 16th you said you inherited $50 million, and the day before, on November 15th, you said it was $300 million. Apparently you either spend money very quickly, or else you don't understand that we can see your previous posts. What you should do with yourself is learn to tell the truth and stop being a stupid troll. I made the whole thing up, bro. Actually, Rockstar's vice president, Dan Houser, explained this. It's not a myth, it's a very rare occurrence. It happened to me, and after digging around on the internet, he explained on an obscure post that it is in fact an Easter egg, in reference to DB Cooper, the man who in 1971, dressed in a suit, hijacked a commercial airplane and demanded a ransom of $200,000. He took off with the money and jumped out of a plane in a parachute over the night sky, never to be seen again. World War II pilot. Ayo, I also know about DB Cooper, and I didn't expect it to be in this video. I made the whole thing up, bro. This guy claims that they've made this statue in ceramic class. This thing I made in ceramics class. Wrong sub, buddy. Lies. Look at the fourth image here. I don't know how anyone hasn't noticed. No offense or anything though, just crediting the original. No sub rules broken, so slay, I guess, queen. I do love the sculpture. It's like a f***ed up cousin of Mike Wazowski. My friend's cat makes me drool every time I see her. I, 24F, constantly see my friend's 24F cat. Her cat looks so squishy and warm that every time I see it, I want to gobble it up. Her cat has a tendency to rub itself on the camera sometimes. I like the screen and I can almost taste the individual strands of fur. The sweat coated in lice just makes me foam at the mouth. I've tried to communicate to my friend that seeing her cat makes me hungry. However, she is ignoring my signals and I fear any day now I'll eat the cat. Please help. Lamau, between this post and then being 38 years old and another post be getting pregnant by your son and not wanting an abortion, oof, you need help. Right? Fake posts for attention. Wannabe know-it-all got owned by the game director themselves. This is regarding Silent Hill 2, by the way. How thick are you? The guy who is the art art director of the game and therefore knows what the intent of the scene was, cranked up the brightness to show that no, James' eyesight does not line up with the player. It never did. That was always a headcanon conjured out of thin air. He designed the monsters, not the cutscene, not the story, not the lighting. There is no thin air. There's the image on the screen that everybody saw on their CRTs. Stop trying to get your senpai to notice you and recognize that the interpretation has a basis. Excuse me, I directed and built all of the whole cutscenes, had something to do with creatures and some other cutscenes. Some parts of the ideas of the story were by me. Also many lightings that had something to do with them were by me. All keyframe animations of all creatures by me. eBay buyer requests a refund for an item that they described was damaged, sends the seller a photo of a damaged item that is not what the seller sent them. Scammed me, sent the wrong book and it was damaged, took zero accountability, accused me of trying to steal $12 from him. Avoid at all costs. Nice try, the photo of the damaged item was not the book I sent you. $12 or $1 I refuse to give in to you scammers. eBay will take care of this. Doesn't it say that it's the wrong book in the request? Yep, the title literally says, sent me the wrong book and it was damaged. I got into an odd argument with a seller on Reddit. Ordered something, sent me half of what was requested. Asked him for the other half, and he kicked off. Very angry, accused me of scamming, etc., became abusive, eventually got my money back. I offered to send what he did send me back, but he was just even more angry. But I've always thought this guy had hundreds of 5-star ratings, lots of good feedback. Did he just send the wrong thing and forget? There's very little possible benefit in sending the wrong thing on purpose. Talking to my friends, I've discovered that they all give 5-star ratings to folks unless something was seriously wrong. We know employees can get judged harshly if they fall below 5 stars, so none of us want to be responsible for that happening. I drove for Lyft for a while, and getting a 4-star review was considered slightly bad. Got violated by the community notes. What's wrong with this photo? It's not real. This is a digital edit created by Lee James McKnight and posted on the r/imaginary horror subreddit. Aside from not crediting the original artist, this user also altered the original image by adding black bars over the people's faces. And there's the original image. Actual transcript of my reaction. I've been looking at this for 5 minutes and I still can't see the— oh god! I've never involuntarily said words before. That was surprisingly unsettling. What was? What's the thing you spotted? There's mold in the shape of a body on the ceiling. That's all I can spot. Have to expand the image to see it. Ooh, that's spooky. I like it. I kept looking at the humans to see if anyone looked off. Geisha with fan. Jane Skoo watercolor 2022. Beautiful, but that doesn't look like a geisha at all. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like a white woman. It's so amazing. I wish I could paint. This does not pass the reverse search engine test. This thing surfaces yet again. Ah, Jesus Christ. I hate old Chucky, man. Repost. This has been posted over and over and over and over, all over Reddit for years now, and everyone claims it is theirs in some way, shape, or form. Quit your bull. Dude then proceeded to violate Reddit TOS and act like a mod threatening a permaban. I don't have lots of free time, but I'll gladly spend it doing stuff like this. Thank you very much. Just found this sub. Thought I'd contribute with my floor 75-inch setup. Keep getting pestered to buy a stand, but I like it this way. That is in no way a 75-inch TV. I'm looking at my own PS5 sitting under my 55-inch TV, and it looks to be the same proportion with my TV as yours. Just measured based on your pick and the height of a PS5. 55-inch TV, mate. Why bother lying? I actually got 52-inch by my calculation, by the way, but I know how telling the world you have an extra few inches makes guys like you feel better. Wink. This is my TV from the shop I got it from. Your theory and your measurements gave me a good chuckle. You have a lot of free time on your hands, don't you? That link proves nothing except that it also comes in 50-inch and 55-inch, but measurements are easily repeatable. I'm now thinking as my measurement was 52 inches, it's actually only a 50-inch TV you've got there. Pretty cute. You really seem keen on offering proof for things, so feel free to get the most straightforward and accurate proof of snapping a pic holding a tape measure against your TV. I can wait. Post history is a thing. Or just don't fight the police and they won't fight you. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, black and white. I'm a black male in my 20s and I've never had an issue with police. Funny, your post history shows otherwise, 34-year-old Jewish. I know Michigan personally. He goes to my school, lol, so I showed this to him and he flipped because this is his fave YouTuber. Showed him this video? He died over a year ago. They tried.